Microphone. There we go. Okay, enable flash. I waited long enough. People can see the new link. They can join. If it doesn't work, oh well. Thanks to everybody who joined the first one. I guess trying to. I'm testing this out. I am not the biggest. I don't really know much about all this stuff, so for me, it's new. Hi, Becca. So, um, what are you sorry for? That made no sense. Um, so, um, um, for right now, I am doing Blue Beetle, and I'm hoping, because I did set up the link, I waited for a bit. I don't know if it'll still allow it, because this isn't like Streamlabs, where, other people can join and all that. So if anybody tries to join, I should come in. I don't know if it will because the link is there. Hello there. Hey. The link is in the community post. I don't know if it'll work if I'm with the live stuff. Hey, it's me. Hey guys. I set it up. I don't know if it'll work because I'm live. I have no idea if you guys will still be able to join. It should. Now, I have no idea if it will. Cause YouTube is a lot different, sometimes. It's not like other programs or stuff, and I don't stream much, so for me, it's a bit confusing. And also, welcome. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Um, all that stuff. Um, you can test it if you want. If it doesn't work, just let me know. I'll try to get it. I'll try to either redo the stream, or I'll just say heck with it and wait till you guys join in. You too. Well, thank you. And everybody else who wanted to join. Um, cause I did plan to announce a project at the end that I wanted to do like collaboration on. Um, and it would be a pretty cool one because I've been meaning to for a while, just haven't had the time. um, let's see. Um, I'm right now just doing. I'm doing this all in pencil. Because I want when I do the get to the painting process or whatever I'm gonna do with it, I want to make sure I have like a good understanding of where my lights and darks are. So I'm making sure with the photo reference I have that I have a good contrast. I guess that's the way. I guess that's the right word to use. The right contrast. Because it's like a metal. So, Blue Beetle has. So you should start an art comp. Yeah, maybe. The project I was gonna announce, and this was like something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And you know what? Heck with it. I'll just spoil it now. I'm not gonna wait till like a big end of the stream thing or any of that crap. So, the image that was teased was a partial cover image that I had in mind. I wanted to do yeah. I wanted to do a fan comic. It's like I would have to write some of it, but I also wanted like some other artists and stuff like that. You better finish that Blue Beetle. That's the plan, man. That's the plan. I have the photo reference right here. I'm gonna plan on finishing it. And welcome. Hopefully you're doing good. Hey, by the way, speaking of New Year's, it's today or tomorrow, ain't it? I'm trying to think what it like, cause I'm trying to think of, which day it is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. When, like, cause I know like the after December is official. Yeah, happy early New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve is tonight. Yeah, happy New Year's, man, or New Year's Eve. I'm right now. I am trying to get the contrast done for Blue Beetle here tomorrow. Okay. Um, I have like plenty of photo reference because I had like some projects I wanted to do. So like I have besides like digital art, I think yeah. I had like the Flash, well, happy early birthday. I had Michael Keaton's Batman for some projects. I had Jack Nicholson's Joker, The Thinker from The Flash, Bane from Dark Knight Rises, and my friend here, who is a mod, my closest friend, which I should upgrade him to like King mod status, but I don't even know how to do that. Should recognize what this is for a project later on 31st, but that time changes at 12. Mm. He should recognize this. I have some photo reference here of a particular villain. Yeah, you're really good at realism. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying. I'm certainly trying because one of my favorite artists that I look up to is Alex Ross. So I try to emulate him in a way because he's one of the many many artists I look up to. Besides Bill Sienkiewicz, Scott Christian Sava, and a lot of different ones. There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit from styles as long as you're not downright copying. you know, um, just tracing over. Yeah. But I know my friend, one of my best friends, he knows exactly what these photo references are from because he's a big fan. Yeah, the inspiration is the world. Yeah. Cause I have a couple of them. I have a couple more because I wanted to do this as a big project at some point in the near future. So he knows exactly what these are from. He knows exactly. And I haven't forgotten in the slightest. I might do some slight redesigns for some stuff. Might make a video on redesigning some costumes and stuff like that in the future, but um he knows exactly. We're both kind of fans of it. Him a little bit more than me because I kind of dropped off after a certain season. And he knows that. Um uh but yeah. Like, I have like tons of photo reference. I have his least favorite Flash as a photo reference too, in case I wanted to do something for that, but I couldn't bear the thought of doing it. I like Juna Gills. She's really good at realism. You should check. I might have to. I might have to. Um, Fat Flash. Oh, yes. I actually was planning on doing a playlist in the future. That's cool. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a playlist in the future, doing like fan covers for comics, and the Flash was like one of the many ones that I had the most. Yeah, the most concepts for, surprisingly enough. And like I have like a lot of rough sketches. I have like even for this fan comic, I have like rough ideas for like chapter stuff, rough character designs, like trying to figure out like a lot of stuff. I have some more somewhere. I don't remember, but I had rough ideas for like what I would want and how I would do it. And I was taking a lot of inspiration from one of my favorite channels, and they're like Ben 10 and Danny Phantom channel, but they did like their own fan comic, and that's the Ink Tank, which I highly recommend if you're a Ben 10 fan or a Danny Phantom fan or just any type of like fan. It's an amazing comic. um and it started from nothing, so that it kind of grew, and a lot of people, everybody, even the OG people that did Ben 10, I'm good, you oh, I see. So yeah, that's like one of some projects I do have somewhere over here. Some other projects that I still need to finish. Some are painted, some are not. Um, so I'm hoping to get those done eventually. I don't know when. But if anyone wanted to do art for the comic or help me in like making it, I would appreciate it. Like I always like the help of other people. I'm always welcome to it. You can ask my friend. Oh, I love Ben 10. When I was little, yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's one of the one of my favorites ever since I was a kid. Um, you can ask my friend. He like I've pestered him in the past about trying to like and I still do. But I know my thing is I know that people are busy, and I always have to respect people's time and like their own boundaries of when they can draw, when they can get stuff done. It's the same with me. You respect me, I respect you. It's professional courtesy. And like it doesn't matter what it is. So that's just how I am. So for me, I it's a big it's a pretty cool idea that I had for like fan comic and stuff. Yeah, I'm slowly getting there. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I do like I have like a lot of rough sketches, just ideas mainly, um, and stuff like that. So for me, I'm a big, th- uh, I am a big, you know, dream. I wouldn't say dreamer. I'm very creative. So for me, it's like, I have like rough sketches for just like even poster concepts that I think. Hold on, let me dig through these because let me hugs. Yes. Um, I'm looking for. Okay, let me set some stuff there. Rough concept stuff. I have so much paper. I am in a different room. Okay, full context right now. I am in a different room in my house because we currently have a guest over. So I am in, and basically they had to go out. So I decided to stay home because I thought be a perfect opportunity to get a live done. So yeah, full context. Not in my usual recording space. Yeah, I used to be at realism, but I gave up starting to do cartooning. Yeah. Hey, I will say this: when it comes to the comic, I'm actually looking for more of a cartoony kind of comic style. As long as it's not too cartoony, where it's like, I do manga drawings. Yeah, like that's what I'm looking for a mix, like of manga, cartoony kind of stuff. Like I'm not looking for something like I usually do, like Kang here or Nathan Drake from Uncharted. I'm looking for that kind of like almost 5YL type of mixed aesthetic where it's like kind of cartoony. It feels like a comic, right? Like that's like the kind of what I'm looking for. Kind of like what you can see in that image of Chase. I've struggled a little bit with character design. That's another problem for me. Um, I'm looking to see if I have any of my other images in here because I know I have. Okay, yeah, that's not here. Yeah, basically how you do it. Yeah, but basically how you used to do it, but it wasn't good. Yeah, well, no, I was never. I didn't even try to do it realistic. I was trying to do it cartoony and stuff. The problem wasn't the drawing process; it was the problem of doing it. Because coming up with a character design that I personally liked, that I actually thought worked. Like you can, if you can dig far enough on my community post, you can find the me struggling to do some character designs like Adam and I didn't even try Chase. Or no, I mean Bree and some of the other characters. Oh, here is some rough art for posters stuff. So I have like tons of paper in here. So, but no, yeah, like I've tried. My thing is, I wanted it to look cartoony. I wanted it to feel. My problem was just drawing it and working it in the panels because that's for me. I'm unfamiliar with that type of process. Who's audio editor? Yeah, what up? Um, like panel work and comic stuff. Like I'm familiar with reading it. Sure, I could do a cover like that, but my problem is trying to draw it, trying to like work in that stuff. Like that's an unfamiliar thing, and I like that because that gives me a challenge. Like any artist is looking for a challenge. Any artist is trying to do something different. Yeah, I've struggled a lot with doing. I don't like doing realism with drawing. Yeah, and it's fine. Like I don't mind doing realism. I like doing cartoony stuff. Like if you can find it, say, um, I've done like digital pieces or other stuff. I like trying out different styles. So for me or for any artist, it gives us a unique challenge to push ourselves to do something a bit different than what we're used to. And that's what for me is something gratifying and something that's I like to do because when you're doing that, it gives you a little bit of a challenge, to push yourself in a unique way. Like I'm no here I actually have one of his covers. I'm no Alex Ross. I'm sorry. I'm nowhere near that level of godliness or Bill Sienkiewicz or any of those guys. I'm not close. But like, for me, I don't have to be because I know, I can try. Yeah, but that's what makes you better. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say better. I'll say I am adequate. But let me move that aside. So for me, it's like I like drawing. I love doing, stuff. Like there's a lot of artists you can look up to and you can, try to emulate. But for me, I would love to do a comic. I would love to do that type of stuff. It's just my thing is like panel work and anatomy. I struggle with um I actually have it here. This yeah, it's this was the original right here was originally the prototype stuff like art that I did, which is slightly was tweaked up until I was doing it digital for the Odin fan art for the boss battle for that. So it was originally just a rough, really rough sketch that I did uh doing like just trying to think. Just doing basic, finger drawing and coming up with like the prototype, the idea, um, and the essential just backbone of what I wanted. And the thing is, like, when you're in the moment, you're drawing, you're doing something, whatever you're doing, whether it's a video game or what or whatever, you always, if you're doing something, you always have a back idea of what you want to accomplish, especially if you're drawing. But for me, it's like I have ideas of how to do stuff. um, my thing is, it's not always going to look the way I want it, and I don't see any problem with asking for help. Like the amount of times, like I have like tons of like rough sketches and rough ideas. Let me look here. Go through this embodiment of like folders. Yeah. When I usually get done with my art, my realism, I could try to do color, but I had better. Well, yeah, and like for me, it's like I actually would like it to be like a digital comic or something like that, or like mix that stuff together. Like I've tried to do here. Let me point this one out. Like I've done like rough sketches for like even prints or rough ideas, uh, just rough sketches. Like I've done that so many times for just regular prints. Like there's one right there I haven't had a chance to do that my friend might recognize because this was based on his favorite game. Yeah, if it was me, I'd worry about shading first, coloring, and nice. But you want the drawings pop exactly. But my thing is always just the finger, like the drawing in that panel and working in the background, and also working in and work trying to figure out like the story. Like that's where I struggle. I think for me, it's drawing the story or just drawing the characters and figuring out, well, like how am I gonna do this? And I think, any and for me, I usually don't struggle with that, like I try to get better at it, but if I'm not, there's something that's not is not less of a challenge when you're just drawing a basic character looking dead at the, yeah, darken the eyes on the outline. Okay. Um the the basic character, looking at the viewer and stuff like that. There's less of a challenge there when you're doing like a cover or you're doing what is it? Just every like just the smallest thing. But if you're trying to do like storytelling or drawing, try to get my eraser. Uh, just stuff in general. There's more of a challenge there. Yeah, there you go. Looks good. Okay. Just lighten it up just a little bit for outline purposes. But I think for me, I love comics. I've loved doing art. I love doing stuff for me. I would love to do a fan comic. My thing is, it's always, oh, hey man, welcome. Uh, happy New Year's Eve. Just trying to find the time, but also just trying to figure out what works. Um, what's up? Nothing much. So I think trying to figure out that middle ground is very hard. Um, try to the links are on the in the I wouldn't say in the description. The links are on the community posts. If it works and anybody wants to join in, it's not like Streamlabs, so YouTube is very finicky. I don't know how well it'll work. So, um, yeah, I forgot to mention that one. Um, the draw, but I don't think it works. Let me check and see if anybody's left a comment and stuff. But whatever, Sometimes it's just fun just to watch, I guess. I don't know. um, yeah, I love, the idea of drawing a comic or just drawing in general. It's fun. to do and challenge myself in doing different styles and medias. I'm hoping now this is something I didn't disclose, but the other day I went to Hobby Lobby to try to go get art supplies. And the moment I stepped foot in there, we are you eating today, everyone? So far all I had was breakfast, so no, I haven't ate anything yet. Um, Becca. Um, so I stepped foot in there and we went to the art aisle in the back, and like 5 minutes in, 5 minutes in, I'm looking at all the prices for everything I want. They're either 29.99, 30, 50, like very high. And it's like you can get half this stuff cheaper. It's just the problem of getting it, which is a massive hurdle for me as someone who wants it but can't get it. Hobby Lobby is the best for sticky eraser slime. Yeah, but for everything else, they're very expensive. But so expensive. Yes. Yeah, they're so freaking expensive. It's ridiculous. Like I went in there with my father, and he looked at all the prices. He just shook his head and he said, "We're getting this online. Like we could get this online cheaper." And it was so funny because it was like looking. He just looked at me and he's just like. He just wanted to give me. He gave me that look like, "Can we go now?" Like there's no way in absolute hell, I'm going to let you waste your money and go half broke trying to buy this stuff. Even if you want it, doesn't mean you need it right now, especially if it's this freaking expensive. I support you, but I won't support you getting ripped off. That's pretty much the look he gave um that evening, and it was so priceless. Yeah, online is cheaper than the hobby. Yes, most definitely. And it was ridiculous, and it was so funny. um, like, yeah, but you gotta wait for online stuff, and that is dumb. Yes, yeah. Well, and especially because I'm not the one that has the account to buy it. That's all him. So I have to wait on him for yeah. Exactly. Uh on my father to buy it because I'm not the one with the Amazon account. He keeps track of all that. So for me, it's like like I mostly try to buy whatever I can if I have cash that's on me. Um, so like I have to kind of rely on him. Oop, excuse me. To buy it. Which kind of sucks, but it's like the only downside online is it takes longer to get. Yeah, but that depends on like, what it is and if you can I think you can with Amazon or certain places, you can like choose a place that if they have it closer to you, like one of their little warehouses, so it makes it a lot easier to get. I think that's an option. I'm not for certain, but I'm pretty sure that's an option. Um, in the shipping thing. So there is that. I don't know how if I'm wrong, let me know. But um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was just making sure. I'm not very knowledgeable on some stuff. So for me, I would yeah, Amazon Prime is for expensive delivery, but mostly yeah, I think I think I would love to like ship my art or something like to people and like if they wanted to buy it, but I'm nowhere near that that level to get that type of stuff. I think I think my I don't know if he does. I would have to ask him, but I think he has a subscription in that, but I'm not for certain. you know, but yeah, it is pretty expensive. Like, but most things are right. Like with the second place we were gonna go to was Joann's for like art supplies, and he didn't even want to bother. Like, he was just like, "Nope." It's like if Hobby Lobby's this expensive, yeah, they're 10 times worse. So how about we just not get ripped off today? How about that? It, it was kind of funny. Um, so if everybody's enjoying, make sure to like, subscribe if you're new, all that jazz. If you want to follow me on the other socials, they're in the description of the channel, I do believe. So yeah, me too. I would also give you but to art supplies you want. Hey, it's all right. Trust me. I'm hoping if I want to do anything as a career, I would love to be an artist. Like that be my big goal. That's my big pipe dream, or just do something that I'm good at. Like I don't want to. I've always wanted to do art as like a profession, or just do that. It was something that I'm really passionate about and I would really love doing. Um, so yeah. Also, I guess this kind of counts as like a New Year's type stream. If I had a ounce of knowing technical stuff to do, what was it? To set it up, I don't know what it's called, but like if I had an ounce of knowing how to do like a genuine stream. Like, get a computer, get a laptop, get all that digital, figure out how to do like a digital art stream or just that type of stream, like the OG type stuff. I would, but you know, in 2 years, I'm gonna get a job, but art will be extra my extra job for fun. Yeah, it's a process. You gotta, but the thing is, the one thing I've learned, and if you're doing this stuff at like you want to do art as a living, you have to kind of draw the things that are asked of you. Um, and like if there's something that's not unique to your work, you're gonna get really shut down really fast. Like you're basically if especially if like you're wanting to be a comic artist or you're wanting to do yeah, have fun with that. Yeah. um so if you're wanting to, if you're basically you can take from life. You can, try practice drawing certain things every day, like cars and stuff like that. Like Alex Ross, he, used to do like L'Oreal ads and stuff like that. So if you're drawing the things that are asked of you, or like kind of test your patience in a way to where you push yourself to where you can do um these other things. So like drawing cars or drawing uh you know other things. You kind of have to make sacrifices in a way. Yeah, you need your own type of art, like your own kind of yeah, but sometimes if you're drawing art for a client or you're drawing for a company, sometimes you don't really get to dictate what it is that you're gonna draw. Like it's either you like if you want the money, you have to be willing to do the things to get that money. And if you're not, then there's gonna be someone in line behind you to take your job. And I think for me, that's like just the basics of like how it is. It's like it's pretty crappy. It's a crappy part of this art form, but if you want to get that job to where you can get paid for it, you have to be willing to do the job, and that means like testing, like putting up with either pretty crappy management or just customers. Yeah, your customers are always right. Well, yeah, but also it's just like you have to be willing to you know draw it in a certain way. Now if you're a comic book artist, you can dictate a little bit, not just being a set of hands to draw. That's something I did learn from Bill Sienkiewicz. If you're drawing a scene and they're very yeah, it depends on the customer. Yeah. If you're it's very if you're basically what's the word? If you're basically doing a scene and you're like it's like you can basically have more dictation of like the background and the stuff in the scene if it's like a very free to focus and choosing what it is you're trying to draw. I think, for me, like that tests your patience to, show, this is what I can do, and stuff like that. I'll have to pull it up. I don't know. You need to a little pop in your art, basically. Well, kind of, but it's also like you can have just as much control as the script writer. Oh, hey, um, in doing your art, like for like especially if it's like a comic or something. I'll have to like pull that if I can find the video. I highly recommend checking him out. Bill Sienkiewicz. I think if if it works, I don't know if my subscriptions actually pull up when you guys try to look in the channel. I don't know how to fix that. Like sometimes it works if I'm looking at my own channel on my TV, and then sometimes it doesn't work. So yeah, we need a link. Yeah, I'll try. Cause it's for him. Yeah, like Alex Ross, Bill Sienkiewicz. I think Jim Lee has a channel too. Scott Saba. What is There's a few artists I follow. Kim D something Hall. Yeah, I went to Scandinavian. I don't think he's Swedish. He's something. I'm trying to remember what it is. um I'm trying to remember. I don't I sometimes I forget. But like for me, I think you can have just as much if you're like wanting to be a comic artist. If you want to, do that, you actually have to not only study anatomy, study the things that are asked of you, because sometimes like the littlest things like drawing a street corner, knowing the how to do perspective, doing backgrounds. Does he paint backgrounds? He Kim DF Hall does kind of like he does a bit of painting, sure. He does do like he more works with ink. He does ink monsters, so if that's something you're into. Um, he was kind of the OG reason Inktober started. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Um, so yeah, like, I know. Yeah, I've been watching Alex Ross recently. Oh, good, good, good. I got somebody to watch him. Good. um, yeah, I've seen Bob Ross. No, no, no. Bob Ross is completely like different. Bob Ross is let's paint some trees. Let's put a little sunset here, and I'm gonna make all the old women go crazy because I have a very relaxing voice. And I'm Bob Ross, and I paint lovely pictures. Now let's paint this pretty baby. Our pretty tree. Thank you. And we're gonna paint this over here. Like, no, this is like Alex Ross is completely different in style, like a little bit in style, and the way he looks because he's also kind of bald. So, he doesn't have an afro, and I think unlike yeah, I was asking about him, not the other ones. Yeah, Bob Ross isn't really in my little range because like his style, yeah, it's painted, yeah, it's kind of realistic, but it's not as much my thing. He he does like if I was gonna look up anyone, I like Norman Rockwell, um, James Bama, that's another one. Um, Trying to think if there's any other ones. Like I highly recommend if you like want to do best Marvel artist. Yeah, he's more like a background artist than painter. I don't know. Depends. I'll say if you want to look up if you want to get, the art of painted comics, that is a great book to get. If you want to look into like painted comics or just like it has all a lot of different painted comics art. Marvelocity by Alex Ross and Mythology by Alex Ross are pretty good. Um, those are some books I recommend. You know, if you want to do not just painting, but just like for influence, like to inspire in a way, because those are pretty good. Well, he looks really realistic. Thank you. Um, what else? Todd McFarlane is another artist I follow and I like. He kind of taught me a different like a philosophy of like not to kind of be like a fighter, to not completely back down. You know, to fight for your own creative vision and also not to get um to anyone below the age of 13 now, please cover your ears. Not to get screwed over. Okay, thank you. um I have to be careful. But yeah, my inspirations are basically all cartoon and realistic, not really background paint. No, 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 no. You're no. Trust me. Back like the Bob Ross in this are completely different. These are completely different. Like background painting. No, these artists, like Bill Sienkiewicz, Alex Ross, they did art for stories. So like Marvel's, um, Justice. Let me think. If you look up, okay, I'll give you a recommendation. Look up Marvel's. No, no, look up Alex Ross. Graphic novels, or just look up what novels have he done, because he has done probably some brilliant and amazing graphic novels. There was some calendar size ones. I highly recommend these. So if you're a DC comic fan, look up Alex Ross, um, Batman War on Crime, Alex Ross Shazam: The Power of Hope, and a few others. Have you seen any of the Jim's artwork? He's really cool. No, I have not, but thank you from the recommendation. I will try. If you put that in the comments, or put that on the community post, and like if you see any messages from me, just go randomly to it and put that up there and any recommendations so I can easily check it out. Because the one problem is, yeah, I'm not really explaining the good that good, but yeah, I'm pretty much a comic. Yeah, well, if you're okay, so that's good. um, so for me, like if you want to, like, I highly recommend, because it's not for me, it's not just backgrounds and stuff like that. He does some amazing painted comics, and I highly recommend them if you want to be a painter or just like for inspiration, because the way he does the forms, the way he does the characters, um, are pretty amazing. I highly recommend them because for me, like I actually own some Alex Ross books. I actually another one. This is another one I could recommend because it mixes Jack Kirby's style. I'm done artwork for Justice League. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Uh, I know you don't do much with your channel, but if you ever get a chance, post it on a video. I'll check it out because that sounds pretty cool. I know with like your wife and kids. Speaking of, how is Pammy? By the way, Pam, Pamela, Pammy. I don't know. I'm kind of like referring to her like Poison Ivy. What the heck? How's your wife basically, and your kids doing? I haven't heard from you in a while, so it's good seeing you. You know. Oh, let me check. I did get okay. Good. Yeah, just from somebody else. Uh but yeah, like if what was I saying? She's doing good, just making dinner. Oh, that's good. What's she making? If she's making Mediterranean food, I would kill for some of that. Figuratively, YouTube, figuratively, because YouTube likes to pull bull crap, you know. um the higher you get on YouTube, the note the annoyingness comes when it comes to streaming or videos. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping. I am also thank you to everyone, and this is something I'm gonna say. If anybody watches this stream afterwards, so to Ada to everybody else, Simple, whatever. All the names, I can't remember everybody, including ones in the stream. Thank you guys, because I was looking over. Last night it went up to 30, and then like it went back down, but I didn't care because I knew why it did that. Because a friend of mine has so many accounts, and he's done this before, and it's nice of him, but it just doesn't work. Um, She's making Mexican tonight. Oh, that's cool. We went on vacation, Colorado. Oh, congrats, congrats. Hopefully you guys had fun. Um, thank you guys for like 80 something subscribers, like 280. I think it was last time I checked, it was 84. So if it's went down or up, I won't know until after stream. But thank you guys. It means a lot. I am humbled and grateful for every single one of you. About to cuss, sorry. But I'm grateful and it means a lot. But and congrats on your trip, man. Hopefully, you had fun, and also she's making Mexican food. So is she making cheese quesadillas? Yeah, it's still at 284. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, like I'm grateful that, people are enjoying and they like my stuff enough to where they're subscribing. It means the world. It really does. Nice. Yeah. um I appreciate it a lot. Like it really made me smile, seeing everybody's messages and stuff. I couldn't respond to every single one of them, but like I was like I wanted to do it where you guys could hear it. So it was, it meant a lot. Trying to think. What was I saying earlier? Oh, now I remember. Well, yeah, she could use a taco. Cool, cool. The Alex Ross book that I would highly recommend, because if you're a Marvel fan, Jack Kirby. Yeah, it makes it sound so good right now. I agree. Jack Kirby was one of the OG first artists besides Ramita who did art for Marvel. So this book is painted, sure, but it's more in a similar style to Jack Kirby's art from the old 60s Fantastic Four. Keep up the great work, man. Thank you, man. Speak of the devil, I was just talking about you earlier. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, but basically those books that would be the his book, Alex Ross Full Fantastic Four Full Circle would be a book I would recommend um for, art wise, because it is technically partially painted, but it's also not. I'll have to link after stream, and I can't pin comments because YouTube took away my special privileges. So I'm having to wait 2 months because I'm reapplying for it, so it's still in the process. What is the next drawing going to be after Blue Beetle? Um Depends on what I have, because I have a lot of drawings unfinished, and I have some stuff. So I might just finish either that or start up a new one. Just depends. I brung down references in case I wanted to, like, my like Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order. Not that I really needed it. And the Croods in case I wanted to do something animated. Um, and just stuff in general. So, and I um wanted to do that. It'd probably be something that's unfinished that I haven't had the time to work on. I have a lot of unfinished ones, so I probably could get a chance to finally work on them and, clean them up a bit. Because I have a lot of unfinished ones. I think I have like Freddie Mercury that I worked on, which was inked and stuff. And are you excited for the upcoming update, the first Spider-Man 2? I know I am. Yeah, I am. I am. But my thing is, I'm pissed about what was going on behind the scenes before that. I am mad that like I said in my video, clarification, I literally, like I said, and I'm glad News to Astonish actually saw it because I told him beforehand I was gonna make a video about it. I am not a fan of what happened with Wolverine and all that stuff, with the fact that the game was leaked and all that crap, which I don't recommend. If you're curious, don't even go looking for it, because there are some pricks that are still trying to spoil the game. Love Marvel, but I added the worst character lately. They added what do you mean the worst character lately? What? Explain that first. Hold on. No clarification needed. But no, let me I'm going through my stuff to make sure I have some new projects to work on. Or not new projects, but projects in general to clean up and work on. But I'm not a fan of the leaks. I am not a fan, but I also am not a fan of what happened behind the scenes in the production of Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, I'm gonna get some flack for this, but it does show. Yeah, the hackers person are exposing developers for. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm not happy with it at all. And I have a lot of choice words for the leakers and where I think they should go, but I'm not gonna say them on stream. Uh, um, but what I was gonna say is that they added a copy of the old character that have died. Oh, okay. Um, for me, I'm gonna say with Marvel Spider-Man 2, I love that game, but I actually was playing it again recently and did notice that it is true, and I was looking into interviews and stuff like that. Um, that it does show that some stuff was a bit rushed. Um, uh, behind the scenes because they had to cut a lot to make way to the release date and stuff. So I'm kind of iffy on the stuff. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love the game. I'm just not a fan of them rushing stuff. I would have liked the game to be delayed because it shows when it basically the game was when it came out. Yeah, 7 likes. Keep going. Thank you. Um, I appreciate it for everybody who has. Oh, the Ink Tank is premiering episode 6. Okay. Uh, I'll check it out when it actually airs because that's just an early thing. Um, so like I was saying, um, it. Okay, I'm a bit iffy on the idea. This is just me. No, it's the Ink Tank, the 5YL motion comic. It was like episode, I think 6 that was releasing, which I'm a big fan of theirs. So might check it out later, after stream. Might be because I'll probably be late to it anyways. But that's my favorite chapter, so I don't know. Um, trying to think. So, I think that if I would have much preferred them delay the game. I was impatient like the rest of every millennial. The rest of every person about with the game and basically um how it was, like they weren't showing much and stuff like that. And I can understand, some stuff. My issues with the game, and I love the game to death, don't get me wrong. My problems stem from execution, writing, villains, and overall some gameplay problems that I had and some stuff that was removed. So what Marvel movies are your favorite? Right now, none of them. I'm gonna be brutally honest. None of them. The only one I particularly even enjoyed slightly was Guardians. Slightly was Guardians. Like, yeah, the update's gonna be around January, February. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I can't wait for that. Everything after Guardians of the Galaxy was even before it. Marvel's was crap. Uh, Hi, Pug. Welcome. Um, Marvels was crap. The Quantumania was mid. Uh, um, let's see. I don't know. Like, I think Shang Chi was pretty good. I don't know if that released the same year. Thor: Love and Thunder was a waste of money. That movie was so garbage, man. Man, man, let me tell you something, man. That movie was crap. And it was agreed upon that everybody did not like it. I would have done joined the stream, but I did my own. It's all right. It's all right. Trust me. I was having trouble setting it and I can't stream anymore. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the only Marvel movie I really liked was Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, Multiverse of Madness was actually pretty good. Like, it wasn't terrible. I think okay, my only gripes were with that movie were one, they were cramming too much like basically fan service stuff that I just felt they didn't need to add. I think it would have been fine if they didn't add all that stuff. I think it was fine. Like, like I think I think the problems were the first the yeah, Wanda was yeah. But the thing is the problem is going after her show, which not a lot of people watched. It was kind of like it was kind of basically it was basically for me it was kind of like it just didn't it felt very weird in a way. Like, like I get they're trying to make her the villain, but like the execution and literally the I think Sam Raimi is like mainly good with like Evil Dead and stuff like that. I can understand some of the choices of making like Wanda scary and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie when I say that some stuff felt a little outdated and a little weird. I would have much preferred that with the movie, if I was writing it, and I actually, yeah, they made her too powerful. I don't mind her being powerful because she's powerful enough in the comics to say no more mutants, and then most mutants lose their powers. So she's pretty powerful already in the comics. My thing is, my problem with it was that they needed to create a view. Oh, hey, they needed to basically they what they needed to do was write her in a way where she's still a bad guy, but she doesn't get the thing. Yeah, Strafe should have won because well, yeah, but also I would have much preferred there is a bit of risk. My problem with the movie is yeah, it's the introduction of the multiverse. My problem is that the execution of how they did it was like fan servicey and very weird. Now, what I would have liked, and this is like something I was wanting to do as like a video series, like rewriting most of all the Phase 5 movies. Um, and I don't know if I could get anybody to do art for that. It would be so cool. I would have to write a script and like rewatch most of the movies. But my thing was, I would have kept Wanda somewhat where she is. My thing is, I would have restarted the entirety of Phase 5 and I would have opened it with the Fantastic Four movie. Yeah, it's hilarious when she said what mouth. Yeah, but I also just didn't like that whole thing. Like I honestly I agree it was kind of funny, but like rewatching the movie it was just kind of like eh. Because Black Bolt, yes, he's a boring character in a way. Like even Comics Explained does not really care much for the Inhumans, which I can kind of agree with. I think for me, I would have liked a little bit more. Like I love Marvel. Like don't get me wrong, but I think for me, I would have loved more, like I would have loved just a little bit of like there's a major shift. Like you can sense it. If you go back and watch the original OG Marvel movies, you can sense a shift as we go along to where we are now with how stuff is written and stuff like that. And I don't like it. Like I think like there's a major tone shift. And you're going from movies like Far From Home and other stuff, and it's just like it feels a little off. And I love Marvel, don't get me wrong, but I think, yeah. Have you watched Stranger Things? Yes, I have, and it's very good. And I actually have a poster, a painted poster for it that I'm waiting towards the new season to drop, for me to actually work on it and finish it and all that stuff. So for me, I'm waiting on that, to where I can basically work on it. Um, yeah, me too. You have a painted poster for it? Or, like, you're just waiting for the new season to drop? I was like, uh, wait, so I wasn't the only one that came up with that idea? No, I'm waiting for the new season drop. Oh, okay. Um, I think for me, and this is just me, I think, um also, if you guys still wanna join and draw with me, you guys can check, the link is in the community post. Yeah, I've been waiting for a while because it's my favorite TV show, Cobra Kai. Yeah, that's a good show. Me and my dad have watched that. It's very good. I love it. Nostalgia too, because of he loved the old movies. He wasn't too sure about the show, and then like he watched it and he's like, yes, amazing. um, you guys can test it. I don't know if it'll still work because I'm live, but let me know if it does or if it doesn't. Just like go and test it, give it a test run, and click it. And if it does not work, then well. But if it does, you guys can draw with me. I'm fine with that. I don't know how well it would work. But if you like to give it a test run, go right ahead. I'm all fine with that. I wouldn't say Cobra Kai is a kids show though. There's a lot of near death stuff. Like it's like a little bit more gruesome than Spider-Man. But I will. You posted it again. Yeah, I posted it again. I think it's like the most recent one. And if it doesn't work, just come right back here and say it won't let me, or say what it said, and all that. But um, what else? Trying to think. Oh shoot, I am starving right now. I could go for like a burger or something. I am hungry. Um I am I am hungry. But yeah, let me know if it works. If it'll let you join, then hop right in. If it does not, then just say what it says, and hopefully it gets fixed. Or what I'll do is I'll wait till after stream to go and try to work out a schedule where I can join you guys, or you guys can join me, or I can join you, or however that streaming crap works. Because it's always weird. Um, so yeah. Um, what else? Trying to think while I'm sketching. I'm trying to get the um shading down first for Blue Beetle here. Uh I want to get this down first because if I wanted to color it or I want to do stuff, I want to make sure that I have a clear depth of feel and tone. Um, Also, let me know if the stream quality is good, and because I'm in like I wouldn't call it a broom closet. It's like a it's a little closet area in the house for the recording. Uh, for reasons I said earlier in the stream. So if you guys are unaware, so you guys can check. Make sure to like the stream if you want to. Like, subscribe if you're new. I do art videos, and I also do gaming stuff. So a little bit of stuff for everybody. And yeah, and you can follow me on any other platforms if you want to. Links are in the description of my channel bio. So yeah. Have you heard David Finch? Right? No, I have not. I have not. That one's new. No. Sadly, no. My leg hurts. Almost 19 likes on the stream. Thank you guys for liking the stream. That means a lot. Ow, my leg. I have joint pain. I feel like an old man. Oh, crap. I I'm hoping, then this is depending on when I can get all the penciling done, which this process usually takes a long time. I'll post it in a community post tab of an artist that you should check out. So he does with Batman. Okay, okay. I'll have to check him out. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. That's because especially you said Batman. That's the key word that gets my interest. Batman, my favorite. By the way, how's your kids doing? Or kid? I don't know what yet. Uh, just out of curiosity. Um, Trying to make sure I'm getting the photo reference. Okay, so that side is lighter, so I have to uh work in. I do have. I don't know why I'm using this. I can use a freaking where depending on where it is. I have a I have blending sticks, but I don't. I have a packet of them. There they are. Okay, good. Much easier to blend the colors together. These come really in handy if I'm doing a penciled project or just penciling because I get to I'll work in the blending. Yeah, our three oldest kids are in college. Our new son is sleeping right now. Aw. Well, congrats to them, and also, still, aw. I sound like an old lady, but that's sweet. Um, yeah, me, I'm working on. I have help, but I worked on getting the Twitter set up, so I have that, and I have TikTok, which I haven't uploaded to in a while. I technically have 2 Twitter accounts. One was set up by complete accident because it signed into my, Gmail account, so it created it, so I just said, "Heck with it." So I have those linked in the description of the channel now, so I have that, and I'm working on getting other, um, things. because I'm trying to work on getting a Discord account set up. I'm trying to work on Instagram. I'm trying to get all. My problem is always setting the crap up. It's like if I don't have help, I'm more not likely to not even fool with it. And it would be nice to fool with, and then everybody will keep pestering me till I do. But like, it would be I'm a more of a hands-on. um, so I can't easily watch people do things. It would be so much easier. But it's not. 22 likes on the stream. Well, thank you to everybody who's liked the stream and who's tuned in. You guys are pretty amazing. Thank you. It means a lot. All that. I'm right now. I am still doing this. I'll say it's a lot difficult to work in pencil, but it's still manageable because I get to kind of figure out my tones before I do anything else. Because if I wanted to paint this, I can. Which I'm hoping to paint it. Maybe I don't know. Um, Let me know in the if I can set up a poll. Can I set up a poll? No, I can't. I can't do that yet. Dang it. I can't set up a poll. Well, if I could, I was gonna say, let me know if you guys think I should paint this or I should use like markers or something. Let me know in the chat. No shame to people who can't comment. It's all good. I don't mind a little bit of lurking. um, so okay. Probably depending on when I can get this done, or I can move on to another project. Penciling process usually takes forever. I like my thing is when it comes to art, my biggest problem is if I'm working on a certain project, I usually like to go straight straight from pencil to paint and end it there. But for something like this, or like the same thing with Kang the Conqueror. When I did, give me a second. I have it sitting somewhere. Give me just a moment. When I did him, which he is somewhere. Come on, where are you at? Okay, that's not wrong one. Give me like 2 seconds. It's like I literally just had him over here. Nope, that's not it. Bum, bum, bum. Nope, nope. It's got to be here because it's purple. Give me a second. Nope, nope. Fudge. Fudge. Dang it. Um, just had him earlier. I had him. I had my print for him, and it's gone. I have so many, it's ridiculous. Give me a second. Let me set these down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. No, that's not it. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Old. Should trash that one. 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Oh. Had them earlier. Give me a second. It's in here. It's in this mess of papers that I have so many projects. You wouldn't believe. the amount of stuff I do in a day. I probably work on like 58 a day. It feels like for me, but that's just ADHD brain. Um, 58 a day. It feels like. Well, there's one that I did in pencil really good, and then you can find the short somewhere on the channel. But that would be Alan Wake for the video game. Uh, Found him finally. Okay, so this one took me a bit. So hold on, let me finally found him after 25 seconds. Kang the Conqueror. So let me also check my messages. See if yep, just follow your messages, man. Um, you can see where like this one, I actually had to be very like creative and work on like paint, like where I wanted to paint and work on that detail and make sure the metal looks good enough and blah blah blah. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this, where I'm looking at my photo reference and stuff like that. But I'm making sure going from light to dark and dark to light, and also just knowing my shading and figuring out my midtones where I want or I feel like it works for me. And also, hopefully, everybody is having a good. I think it's New Year's Eve by now. I think it is. Um, I also, and I know she'll never watch this, but to Kayla, well, Queenie, to Lynn, Mary, and all the a lot of other ones, Maria, whatever, and a lot of other people beside, the OGs, Beta, a lot of them. Also, a big thank you to them as well for helping me get as far as I have. Same to Riley and all them. So yeah, thought I make a small mention there. If they ever see this, big thank you to them. And one of my best friends in the world. So that too. So, zero viewers. Okay. Wonder. Probably didn't work. What I'll probably have to do is I'll restart, do another one, but I'll figure that out later. Hoping to get this done today, or the penciling at least. I'll probably end the stream here in a bit. How long am I going? We went for like an hour and a half, 1 hour. I'll probably end it here in a minute. And this time, next time, what I'll do is I'll have things set advanced, so it gives people a chance to join and draw with, if they want to. It's been very fun. Um, put a little shade there. One viewer and it went back to zero. I'm almost close to being done. I think I just need to darken point for the mask here because it creates like a rough shadow in print. Ugh, excuse me. And then I'm gonna thank you. Ugh. It's a little dusty down here. I'm in like I wouldn't call it like a broom closet, but I'm in an area because we have a guest over, and I sacrificing my recording place for sometimes I do streams and stuff. When I do art, I will say, um, I would probably should record from my room, but my room is a mess, and my and I get a lot of crap from it from my dad, and he's like, "Will you clean this piece of pigsty up? God dang it!" So it's really interesting, um, and funny. But thank you, by the way. Oh, episode 6 is launching now. Uh, or about to begin, I should say. Well, I think right now I am pretty much done. I put the comic. Okay, I'll check it out in a bit after that. I'm gonna probably go watch The Thing for a bit, and I might, rest, do some stuff briefly. Um, Probably also get me a snack because I'm getting hungry. Um, Thank you, man, for joining, keeping me company for the next couple minutes and our last couple minutes. And thanks to everybody else who joined, uh, all that jazz. Make sure I have a good rest of your day. I will probably do a gaming stream later on tonight. Probably it'll either be Star Wars, Arkham, or whatever. Let me know if you got what you guys want to see in the comments of this stream when it gets unprivated. I guess I don't know. It's the weird thing of streaming from your phone, but but yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I didn't get to work on anything else. No problem. Catch your art. Next thing. Yeah, thanks, man. I'll try to get some other stuff worked on next time, next stream. This project's probably taking me. It's gonna take me a while just for the penciling. But thank you guys. Means a lot. Till next time, guys. Peace out. Bye bye.